I'm doing a really fast video right now. I just got up. I want you to see how I look. So it's getting there. You know, I told you guys I've been covering my face. I also want you to let you know I had to draw this because I told you I was inspired by this shopping bag that I got. And I made, let me see if I can kind of do this so you guys can see what I'm referring to. You know how I was making, let me see. I made this. Oh, let me see if I can get this here. I made this from the shopping bag. This is for paper clips. And I made this. Oh, let's see if I can get through this chair. I made this out of the shopping bag. But I wanted to make more things for different things for the desk out of this shopping bag. So I had to come up with a way of drawing it. So I drew this. I used a shipping tape. You know, not shipping, you know, the shipping labels. And I drew on that because it already has adhesive on it. And then I'll do a video on how I'm going to attach it to those. So I wanted to come on camera, show you guys. I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm still fighting. You see my hair is still thinning. And I can show you my hair from a different, in a different video. So it's still thinning. I didn't like finger comb it out, but you can tell the difference from before. And if I finger comb it out, it won't look as thin, but it's still thinning. This is what this technology does. It causes hair thinning. And it causes sickness, swelling. You see? So if I comb it out, it'll look a little better, but it's still definitely thinning. And I want you guys to see this because like I said in another video, this technology does this. It's horrible. So they said, oh, we'll always keep embarrassing you. That's my point. Every time they talk, they admit what this was about. This is about somebody who, when I rejected them and I didn't want anything to do with them, they're going to try to embarrass me. And when it didn't work, they decided to hurt me. And that's my point with them. That's why I have to bring them in court, because if they're saying this out loud and they're doing it, in court, they'll be punished for it. There has to be justice. People who decide to hurt you, humiliate you, try to destroy everything about you because you don't want them, have to be punished. This is stalking. One part stalking, of course. The other part is this. So I think of it as part of it stalking me, part of it's the surveillance, but then this is the big part. They said, they thought I would be so humiliated because they assessed my personality. That's another part of it. It's a psychological operation. And I think they specifically targeted. That's why I wanted to show you guys this. They tried to claim that they didn't know I could draw. They invaded my privacy and they saw my drawings. People knew I had a little bit of talent in drawing. Why? Because I was Cup of Jar Productions used to have hand-drawn, not only animation, but other things, graphic design, all that stuff. So people knew that about me. They also knew I graduated from a high school that was a pretty good high school and went to an okay college. So people already knew those things. They knew that I had the ability to speak to people and that I had these different jobs where I was given commendations from customers and my managers asked me to coach other people. And that's my point. As they start talking, the truth keeps coming out about them. And I said this in a previous video. You know, they said they've always been in the background making recommendations about what I should do and say. Why? That's an invasion of my privacy. It's an invasion of my company's privacy. And it's also illegal. I'm a human being, a citizen of the United States. I have civil rights. So my point to that means, like, if they were always doing this, who was always doing it? They tried to say it was one person from my college. You mean when I was a kid, he was around? That wouldn't make any sense. Then they said, oh, it's this person. So there are people who seem to keep stalking me. And those people, I think, should be held accountable. Definitely. But they could not have been always doing it. And that's one part. The second part is that they keep saying that in my videos, because they're talking in the background, it sounds like I'm saying things that I am not saying. That's my point. Who are these people that feel that they can just invade my privacy, try to embarrass me, worry about how many... You know, when I was so sick, I got to tell you guys this. I want to make this video short, but I got to tell you this. I told you in a previous video, I was so sick. And I used to crawl out of this bedroom because I was sleeping in here at the time. And I think that's when I started to get better because I no longer slept in this room. And I would crawl out of bed. And I would just say, they hit me in the back of the head. They said to control my emotions. And I said, I can't stop talking. This isn't just about torture. It's about getting something from me. And at one point I said, this is a way of getting people to talk and getting people to tell things. So now after the fact, when they say, oh, this is about public humiliation, I think that was when they changed their, you notice they keep changing what they're after, I'll say. First, they were after my business. Then they were after saying that my Fashion Fun Feb Twitter account was theirs and I should share it with them. Now, then they were after AI. Then they were after public humiliation. They keep changing it. But the main thing that they've always been after was trying to find a way to attach themselves to me permanently. And this is what their goal has always been. So on the one hand, they want something from me. The other part of it is that they want me. And I said this, they don't care about me, but then they do. And that's what I'm saying. This is how they operate. And I'm showing you in every single video why. It's partly this. It's partly they want somebody to be a front for whatever they're doing. It can't be doing something right if they need a front. They want artificial intelligence, which is designed, when they came up with synthetic telepathy, it's designed to predict behavior. It's designed to be able to take someone's talent and come up with a computer version of it. And that's part of how, you know, they said they were studying me, because by me having certain experience, like I told you guys, they could come up with AI that could do the work instead. The problem is, I told my mom this, we as human beings, we like other human beings. Something about us, we're animals, and most animals like some other form of that same animal. And I told my mom, if you think about all the technology that has been invented recently to take humans away from humans, humans always find a way to use that technology to connect to humans. If you call up and you get an automated system, at some point it's like, representative, you know, you want another human being. When you go into places where you have less staff, people complain, why isn't there enough staff? You would think that we as human beings would say, well, I'm glad there aren't other human beings. We'll just use more automation. No, we want humans. When we go on line to use this type of technology that we're using right now, what do? We connect to other humans and leave comments. It's part of what we are. So as much as I'm sitting here telling you that they wanted to create public humiliation for me, cause everyone to hate me, what happened? People are leaving comments to support me. They said, well, why isn't anyone who really knows you leaving comments? I don't know all the details about that, but I am getting the comments that they didn't want me to get. At this point in this technology, they wanted to be able to say what I'm going to say before I say it, which goes back to what I say about being able to predict what I said. And I said this in previous videos. The problem is humans want other humans. So if they make another Shamega Johnson. There will always be somebody who says, where's just the Shamega Johnson? Where's the flesh and blood one? Where is she? They said they were going to give it to somebody else who kind of looks like me. They don't want imitation stuff. And we don't, as human beings, want that. We want the real thing. That's me. Thank you for watching.